Hello everyone, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 5th edition solo runs. Last time we killed 2 Ettercaps and then 2 spiders very nearly killed us. But not before we had a strange visit from somebody in our dreams, in our brain. Not entirely sure. I was going to come over here and see if we couldn't steal these 2 oil barrels back, because I wanted to use them to kill somebody else. However, Choc is still here. He is fine after the slaughter of his 2 friends, one of which we stole the Band of Intellect from. So the question becomes, do we think we could 1v1 Choc? And if so, how would we do it? We could get back up to the roof. They are not the most nimble fellas. And if we could be up on high... Ooh. He's had an idea. Psionic pull doesn't dictate a saving throw. I don't know if that means it just happens. Although, from here, we're going to have a hard time... Oh, that's creepy. That's intense. Okay. I was about to say, I don't know if I could pull them right down this cliff if they got close enough to the cliff edge. But it seems that we can't even see up the cliff edge if we wanted to, which is a bit awkward. There we go. So if we could get them to stand like here. The problem is it pulls them towards us. So if we're stood here, we could pull them to right in front of us, but not off the cliff itself. We would need to be stood much higher over here. So that's probably not going to work. But the animation for the skill is awesome. Now, there are the 2 barrels that they stood right next to. We could just blow them up and use them in that manner rather than appropriating them for a different goal. I'm not sure quite how large the explosion is. But also, if we stood like here and then did that, that's going to pull them right over top of the barrels. It shows us where they land in the path. But what I would like is for them to really be right on top of those barrels. What if we stand right here? Kind of close. It's closer than they're currently stood, that's for sure. Do we have line of sight on the barrels? We do. Are we at risk of falling where we are? Because last time we were on a post like this, that one says marked post, although it doesn't say like fragile post, so we might want to investigate that in a minute, but we're dealing with this right now. Also, I should rest before we even think about kicking this fight off. Alright, that's good. Heal me some more, please. Oh. Well, I'm really glad he's surprised, because that is not how I saw that going. Alright. That's kind of perfect. Can I action surge? Oh no, we still have a full action. That's not a spell. So now, blow that up. Alright, that took about half of his health, although it did pass his survival saving throw. Let's now back off. Make them awkwardly try and come round to an angle they can see us. They take some fire damage, which is great. They take some more fire damage, which is also great. And they throw a stone, but miss because of the terrible angle. They have 19 HP left. Part of me thinks just magic missile is going to be the way to get them completely wrecked. But they are still on fire for one more turn. So we'll try and save the spell slot. That's one way to save the spell slot. Alright. Great success. It really shows you what crits and action economy can do to your benefit, because when it's 2v1 and you're getting just kind of hit over and over and over again, that's when it gets real rough. But now we have this whole house to pillage, which we've not been able to do yet. What is this marked post? Can't reach.
It's been a long day.
But I'm right here.
I'll need to rest soon.
Names and heights have been carved into the wood over the years. The last two read Maggie Terrans and Marcus Terrans. Twins, perhaps.
It's a strange detail to include. But we've got a couple of extra bodies we can loot here. A whole chicken. That is a great dinner because we are running low on some of our needed supplies of food. And a pig's head and 13 gold. And a dead tiefling. Thieves' tools. A tarnished locket. Rope and a great club. Any scrolls or books of interest to us? Not really. Old school book. Not the kind of treasure I'm after. How about in this wardrobe? Some wonderful armor for us? No? No? Alright, well, we got some XP for that, that's for sure. Still need 1002 till we get to level 4, where we can really kind of design who we want our character to be for all of our future encounters. But we did not get hurt then. We did use our action surge. So we still need to kind of be careful about how much combat we get into next. I'm just trying to think of fights where we have a reasonable chance. I was gonna take these two oil barrels and go around to the bugbear and the ogre who are having relations in a barn and basically put the... Oh, that's acid. That's fine. Just lower AC for a while or something. Can we even get down this side, or have I been... Oh, there's a door. Take me to here, please. In the... In the barn, I was going to blow them up by putting the barrels directly at the barn door, and then when they open, triggering the barrels to explode. But that doesn't seem likely any longer. We could slowly try and pick fights with individual goblins, although if we manage to get like 6 or 7 of them on our backs, that's going to go really badly for us. There is also the Owlbear fight. That's kind of a one big thing to deal with that we could possibly negotiate our way around. And down this way, of course, there is the hag and the house. But I would rather be level 4 for that. We'd like the extra HP. I would like the extra stats. There's Auntie Ethel herself. Says 8 HP level 1, but we know that's a lie. It's just a true polymorph kind of deal. And I don't really want to interject over there quite yet. So, what options do we have for combats and stuff? There's the 3 harpies down on the other side of the Druid Grove. That sounds like a bit of a mess of a fight for our current situation. West of the Risen Road, there's a whole load of... Is it hobgoblins or... goblins and some other kind of creature that is going to be quite a big fight for us. Let's go take a peek at the owlbear, see how much HP it's got, what kind of environment it's kind of working with. It's going to be over here somewhere, isn't it? It's a bit further north. We already did that chest, so let's come along this way. I think there's some decent loot that you can get after the owlbear fight. I can't quite remember what it is, though. Because we need to get into that cave down there. That shouldn't be too difficult. And we've learned that with a potion of haste, we really can make it a long way if we need to. Especially if we have action surge. That would give us 3 actions in 1 turn at 2x speed. We basically can run from any encounter if we have to with that. But of course, our potions of speed are a very limited resource.
Looks like a beast came through here. A big one, too.
Well, our survival has failed us here, but we know that it's an owlbear. That's what counts. It also tells us it's an owlbear nest as the location, so not too much to be worried about. So we know it's treasure to the left, and then fight over to the right. Let's do the treasure first. Don't think we need to crouch for all of this location, given that I don't think the owlbear can proc a fight all the way over here.
Looks like a shrine to Saluna over there.
So we do want the potion of healing, potion of psychic resistance, scroll of detect thoughts, potion of speed, and then if we jump across here, we know that if we can be observant, let's guide ourselves before all of this.
Trap. Be cautious.
It's not a trap, it's a prayer. I know they kind of sound like the same thing sometimes.
A prayer sheet. What's this symbol on it?
Right, so we got the prayer sheet. Then if we hop over here, if I recall, we just have to read the prayer in the presence of the chest. Otherwise it's going to do 4d6 radiant damage to us.
Chest's unlocked. My
Yep.
prayers are answered.
That was it. So, money, idol, and money. And anything else here that we want? I don't think so. But, grateful for it, and the extra XP. And then we have the back side.
Who made those tracks seems to be in here.
There's the owlbear. 83 HP. Sorry, 73 out of 81. With a cub and an egg. But there are fissured stalactites above them. Now, in other games, we've used crashing stalactites down onto foes to really good effect. However, I don't know if they just need to be hit once, or if they would need 24 damage done to them in order to fall, which seems far too high to just simply do as a one-off in an attack. There is also the cub to worry about, and at level 1, it might not hit very hard, but it does have 29 HP, which is not to be sniffed at. So, we must short rest before we can action surge, second wind, and psionic pull. Is there anywhere that we could psionic pull them in order to cause a bunch of damage? It would have to be off a cliff, I think. And around here, there doesn't seem to be very many cliffs to work with. I would like to get up to the real top half of things, but I don't think that we're going to be the ones to make that kind of a stealth check. Not in disadvantage of stealth with our armor that we're currently wearing. And it's currently distressed. Although it doesn't show as a foe here. And it's distressed. I wonder if we just walked up to it and tried to kind of say like, hey, how are you, big creature? Big scary thing. If we could instigate a conversation and help it rather than necessarily just murdering it. But the cost of failure on that is quite high. We could get back to here without too much trouble. We don't have, like, a scroll of talk with animals that we can cast, or a potion of speak with animals. I don't think that's a thing, is it? That speak with dead, that's no good to us. Detect thoughts? We can't cast it because we don't have it on our spell list. As for potions... Fire resistance, acid resistance, poison resistance, psychic resistance, hill giant strength, healing potions, potion of speed, potion of vitality. So that's not going to do it either for us. But if you don't try, you don't know. How's our like nature skills and stuff at the moment? Nature's +4. Animal handling is a straight 0. Let's see if this is the worst idea we've ever had. Do we want to do it from this side or the side that's actually closer to an exit? If we do it from this side, we can climb up here, and then I think we actually rather be coming up here than coming all the way around the opposite side. So let's guidance ourselves. And then possibly be walking into a fight rather than assisting something. Let's just let it see us first, rather than getting any closer than we have to. Okay.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
Hey, buddy. I see you're a little distressed. Animal handling +3, survival +3, performance. Puff your chest and roar. As much as that's higher for us, let's go with the animal handling. 12 is not too bad, although we haven't been rolling great on checks. Ah, we have a point of inspiration. I'm spending it.
The owlbear's one good eye flicks away for a moment. You follow its glance and see an owlbear cub.
Obviously you hold out your palms, you mean no harm.
The owlbear stares, then sharply inhales your scent. It sits back, its eye still fixed on you. A silent ultimatum. You can leave now, or step closer and die.
So there's no like, I've got a hurt paw, please get rid of this thorn kind of option. It's just die or don't die. Is that it? I mean, it's better than just being completely ravaged to death. But right now, if we had to, I don't know if we could take an owlbear. Might need a couple of good crits. If we were higher up, I think if you come up here, there's kind of this cliff edge that we might be able to utilize. Or if it ever stands above these bones, we might be able to use some of the stalactites to our advantage. So come back next time and we'll see if we can't gently strategize a way to take out an owlbear without having ourselves be taken out in the process. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, do please consider subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Hope you're having a great day. Cheers.